Welcome back to the Musketeers podcast. Today we're myself, Anderson.
Saying.
And Jose.
What's up, buddy?
Okay.
As you can clearly see, we are at our normal place, normal studio.
Yeah, this is where we live. We're in our living room right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, we kind of had to lower the budget a little bit.
No,
We're
we
running-
took it to another level. Don't you see, like, the new mics and shit?
Don't lie. We're running out of money. You guys aren't giving us any money.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
asked you to like the videos at the end.
You
and
don't.
You never do.
You
You,
don't.
never comment. You
Never
tell us
subscribe.
The video has like 200 views and only 10 likes. What is this, guys?
For real?
Step it up.
No, not for real. But like,
Be better, fans.
be better. Yeah. So yeah, our last video on TikTok was like, we went kind of viral.
Which one?
The one.
Because we
Which
had
one?
a few.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
But thank you guys. That was nice.
But yeah, it's really cool to see that, like, because for a bit, we touched on this, like, a little bit on the last podcast, but it was like we weren't sure if we wanted to continue doing it because it didn't feel exactly the same. But we came back and we got so much more love.
It's funny how it actually happened right after we had that conversation.
These mics aren't $1,000 mics.
How?
Thank you. Thank you.
God damn.
I think they heard it.
Go.
Okay, let's rank us to the meanest person in the podcast.
Jose is the meanest. You're the second meanest. I'm the nicest.
No.
What do you guys?
I'm probably number one though.
Nicest? Meanest? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but go. You were
But
saying.
like
But
I
like,
don't
say,
think I'm
like
like
to
that.
pretend he's mean on the podcast.
We were talking about something kind of dope, and you ruined it.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, cool.
were we?
We were. You were saying like it's crazy.
You
to see-
ruined it with
I
your
did,
mic
but
gesture.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was saying it's kind of funny how right after.
Do that to him one more time.
I'm sorry, but don't forget.
Yeah,
about
right after we talked about like kind of not giving up, but we kind of felt like tired because we weren't getting the recognition we felt
That
not.
wasn't really it, but we weren't having as much fun. And that's why we tried to change up the format, like when we came back, adding the videos and clips.
We had already done that
Previously?
for one
No.
video.
it. No, we hadn't. We did that.
We only did that when we came back in
Yeah.
January.
Yeah,
Did
we did. We
Yeah.
did.
This conversation wasn't before January.
No.
Like the first.
Exactly.
Video,
We made the first video.
The first video with the edits was the video that with the drone shot, and that was right after vacation.
And after that, we had the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. The conversation was just pretty much like we talk about whatever we want to talk about. We don't really have anything prepared. So,
No, but my point was it wasn't really about the recognition because...
Yeah. No, it wasn't about that. It was about not kind of feeling.
Like we felt like we weren't reaching our full potential and like what we could really create out of what we're doing, and we were trying to brainstorm different approaches and whatever, and after we just kind of ended up on like, why do we give so much of a fuck? And let's just do it and have fun. And if you want to do a long podcast, we do. If you ever want to do a vlog, we do it.
Yeah.
And we don't have to put these limits on ourselves.
And just for the Angolan audience watching this, vai ter vídeos em português and there's gonna be videos in English. So get used to it.
Yeah, and also with the language, I think we might, what we're maybe planning on doing, what we were discussing, maybe doing an episode in Portuguese a month so you guys can get that. But mainly it'll still be in English. And we see all the comments and we see people texting us, oh, why don't you guys just do it completely in Portuguese? It's because like we want to reach a different audience. Like we know that our community appreciates us doing it in Portuguese, but we know that us doing it in English, we get a bigger audience or the possibility for a bigger audience, which will shine some light on the Angolan community and Angolan
exactly.
culture.
Yeah, enough of this explaining ourselves shit. I wanted to say like this, like actual getting views like that was fire. No, but it's just it's.
Oh, by the way, we got like 40,000.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah,
like
yeah.
anything
Yeah.
crazy.
No, but it's still like for us, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
We won like 1,000, not 1,000. Yeah, I mean
We
1,000.
did over 1,000.
over 1,000 on TikTok, which is crazy for us, and like on other social media platforms as well. And just it's so gratifying. That's how I say it. Gratifying. Yeah, gratifying. And I mean, I won't say it's the best part of social media and creating content, but it definitely feels
it
good.
is.
But I think like the best part of it wasn't really like seeing. Okay, yeah, but seeing the number go up, like that was cool because we knew like there's 40,000 people
Yeah, it's a lot.
that
That enjoyed
saw this and
yeah.
enjoyed it and liked it. But after, I think what was more cool were like the people in the comments and like seeing their reactions and seeing their
That's what I
thoughts
like.
on certain things. And after like us receiving texts or messages saying, hey, like I really appreciate like y'all talking about this subject,
Yeah.
about this, and it's like that feels good.
Because there's a sense of community to it, which is really fire.
It isn't about recognition in the sense of fame, but more like just being able to interact with more people.
Yeah.
Actually knowing people like enjoy your content and would be willing to come back to it, you know?
Especially in the beginning when we were like, who's gonna watch this? Cause,
Yeah.
Because it's
At the
like,
beginning, like you depend on your friends, and I mean,
Exactly.
I don't expect my close friends that are with me every day to watch my videos.
Bruna.
You would think she's watched the whole episode.
no, she hasn't finished. But yeah, it's like what you said. Like it was cool to see. In the beginning, we knew that okay, it's gonna be like our close friends watching it. Is it just gonna stick to that? Is anybody else interested? And after when we really, I think when we like there was that little click of oh, this could be something. Was when we saw like people who we could see don't know anybody that we know.
Yeah.
And like decided to follow or like share a comment and like subscribe and follow us. That was really cool because it's like you know nothing about us really, and yet you still choose to like follow and interact with our content.
And it
So that was
started
dope.
slowly. Like we saw like one
Yeah,
person that we like none of us followed on Instagram. We didn't have
We
any friends in
celebrated
common.
that.
Yeah, we were like,
Because,
oh, like,
we were- almost every person we followed, we used to like take a screenshot and like, yo, y'all know this?
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
Like we were trying to see. But yeah, that was fire.
Yeah.
You know, it made me think if we ever really go viral on social media, you know how like they're influencers and shit, and you think their parents like actually
Give a fuck.
yeah, you know, because you had that conversation with
Oh,
your dad,
oh.
and you were like, oh, dad, we had this number of views on TikTok, and he was like, okay, but like. Are you making money?
Yeah.
Like
Because-
I feel like if we ever like get to like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, like my parents will really notice
Yeah.
unless people that I know, people they
They know, tell
start
them.
telling
Yeah.
them, oh, I saw your
Your
kid
son,
on YouTube
yeah.
or whatever. Or if I start making bank and I'm like,
Yeah.
right, you don't
Yeah, or your dad's like, yo, where are you getting this? How are
Yeah.
you? What are you doing?
Unless it's through that, I don't think my dad will ever take me seriously if I tell him like, oh, I'm on social media and I'm pretty famous.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, I think like back in the day, like if you were to say, oh yeah, like I have a piece of content or a creation that has 40,000 views, that
Oh,
back
that's
then
crazy.
would have meant something.
Like-
and that's why they think, oh, so you should be making money from this.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't realize how many people that actually is, bro. Like I think I can't. I like
Nah,
literally.
you can't picture it.
Like I'm trying to
Like,
picture
bro,
it. You-
that'll
it was
fill
more
up-
than the arena that
It'll
we
fill
saw in
up 2
Kendrick.
of those stadiums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that is insane. That's 2 Kendricks right there. No, but yeah, I think we don't know I mean, I don't want to say the influence we have because we're not
Yeah, yeah.
big and stuff, but like 40,000 people listening to what you're saying and agreeing with what you're saying is
Yeah.
insane.
For the most part.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part.
There were a few controversial comments, but
After, I mean, we can talk about the video. We decided to put it in we can mention this, right?
I mean, you can mention anything.
Yeah, like there was a video that we put out, and it's on the last podcast. Like it's still completely there, but the clip without any context
it's very
was
controversial.
it was very controversial.
Don't say it again.
No, I'm definitely not saying it again. Definitely not getting that clip. But it was cool because we saw like in the beginning with the first video, it was like completely positive, right? And it was like positive comments and all of that. And after we had a video that we didn't let it get to that point because we decided to save it because that's not the image we wanted to have.
Yeah.
But like seeing it escalate to possibly that same level and seeing the negative side of it, it definitely like there were comments where I'm like, where like you start questioning yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I did this completely by myself, I think it would have gotten to me. But since like we're doing it as friends, it's like, bruh, don't sweat it. Like I think that helps much more than like doing it by yourself, you know?
I mean, yeah, talking about that, and it's fun. Remember what you were saying, but it's fun to see how like the first comments were people that already saw our past
Yeah.
content, so they're like, oh, this is fun. Like they're just being stupid.
Yeah, they got it. But
Yeah.
like the new people that
Once
came,
the
Yeah.
video passed like 4,000 views, It was like, what the fuck is these guys? What the fuck are these guys talking
Yeah.
about? Blah blah. He's like, guys, chill.
It's a
I
joke.
literally wrote this video is out of context, but yeah, it's interesting. And talking about like how it can get to you. Now I understand why like people that post like actually influencers how they can get like tired of like comments because it is tiring.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're three, like it's somebody comments, oh, you guys are stupid. Do you have education? Like, have you studied? Blah blah. It's like, bro, chill. It's a video. Like, we're trying to just have fun.
And it's so annoying because I think that's what I was getting most annoyed at. It's because, okay, there was one video which could seem controversial. I get it. Like, we knew that posting.
Yeah.
But it's like you scroll literally
One video down.
and you see us saying literally the complete opposite.
Yeah.
So it was just annoying because it's like you go and you're criticizing us, putting like a hate comment, whatever. But it's like you're not even taking the time to like just watch another video before criticizing that person.
Yeah.
True.
And it was really annoying how like people, like literally they comment, oh y'all, you're not even from here, you wouldn't know. Like if you click on my profile,
We have the
we
flag,
have the flag
bro.
of Angola. Like don't comment before like doing any. Why would random people talk about
shit
Angola
about a
for
random
no
country?
reason?
I'm sorry, but you think an average American knows where Angola is?
The average person.
Like dead ass. I'm out here in Paris. I say, oh, I'm Mongolia. They're like, what? Mongolia? No, not Mongolia.
Bro,
Angola.
you know what people like? I say, oh, je suis from Angola, d'Angola. England, parce que c'est. And so it really.
They really don't know, bro.
So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, y'all really think an average American will be talking about Angola like they're that educated.
Hey, see?
But I love a little like.
Nah,
I don't know.
we're
Nah.
we do not associate with him or any of his opinions.
But yeah. Oh,
Okay,
bro.
who do you think has the most controversial opinions on
You.
this? No, okay, realistically.
You.
No.
You.
No.
In general, they're not that controversial.
I mean, yeah, I think we have pretty boring
I
opinions.
love to tease people. Like, that's it. But I'm never, like, serious.
Controversial. I don't see the thing with
I feel like we
controversial
often
is I don't want to.
agree, and
Yeah.
you're the one who's like, oh, but
Pushing
what
back.
if, you know? Ah, we do that to him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
We have the same opinion on most things. There's not, like... Okay, what's one thing that you think that we can't agree on?
The last debate we had that I actually remember and was like we had the same opinion. It was like whether gang members have like. I mean exactly, but it's just stupid. Like whether they have a choice or not.
But
to
after
enter gangs,
like growing,
to join
like,
gangs.
trying to learn more about it, like I get it. Like after I changed my mind and I agree.
We
with
should
you.
actually say what we're
Yeah.
talking
So
about.
so like for some
Y'all
reason
really trying to get me canceled.
No,
Like,
it's
I'm
not
trying to
chill.
lose a member.
like
It's
what?
chill. More money.
I mean, we're trying to get these shares. bro. Like,
No, but it's chill. Like it's just we for some reason we're talking about gangs, and we were saying like whether people.
I think
have-
we were because I had seen Top Boy or something and I brought it.
something like that,
Yeah.
and we were just debating whether gang members have the choice to join gangs or if it's like survival and they have to. And we were saying that we don't like we think it's survival. It's not really a choice. And you were saying like they have the choice, but. It's not that
it was
simple,
more
obviously.
nuanced.
No, obviously it's not
My
that
thought
simple.
was more. It wasn't like no, they have the choice to join a gang.
no, but that was the main opinion. You know?
But yeah,
No,
that
yeah.
was
Okay, but I used to think like that. I was younger. I was like.
that was a few
I was
years
like
back.
Yeah, I was like 16 or something or 15. But I used to think like that just because like growing up, my parents or the way I was educated in my family, it's like no matter what the struggle is, like you don't like you can't take that route. No matter how hard it is, suffer through it. But like selling drugs or getting into crime it's not an option because it's like even though you might benefit from it, there's people that are gonna lose from that. Like you're getting people addicted into drugs, and it's like you might be stealing. Like you could be involved in killings and all of that. Like a life that my parents and my family would never want for me. So my parents and my family always taught me that doing something wrong, that's why I'm putting on quotes because now like I understand it better. Wrong, it's not an option. But you guys said like. If you guys want to explain it better, but like it was basically like the culture of it. It's like you're ingrained and you're brought up thinking that is not wrong, and in my head that for me is wrong,
Which is normal.
since they don't see it like that. like that's why they can. It's an easy.
But
choice.
for me, like adding to that, it's like we watched Waves the other day, and it's like
great movie. Oh, wait, let's also talk about Babylon.
yeah,
That was
sure,
a
but
great
wait,
movie.
but like just
I have something to say about what we're talking
but
about.
like
right now.
the kid, I forgot his name, but he got lost. Tyler, he got lost, and the first thing he did was alcohol, drugs, blah blah, and the same logic as my parents always taught me that that's not the way out. Like you don't do that, even if your life goes to shit. And in my head, like, and this is fucked up, but it's like it's not that the people that do that are weak. I get that it's not that simple, but
Yeah.
just that in my head, I don't understand it.
But
And
to
I
be
get
fair,
it's
it's
the same
like,
logic.
in that movie, his parents, like, definitely, I don't think ever thought that he would. But in that
Yeah.
movie, they're also attacking more like the problem in the U.S. where like these the medicine is very addictive compared to maybe
It
here
is,
in
it
Europe
is, it
where
is.
they have like more
definitely
restrictions
is.
and like a limited because they're like you can get
My
it
sister,
much easier.
You guys know my sister broke her. I forgot, but it was her
ACL?
knee or something, and she didn't want drugs because like in the States they
Yeah.
give you drugs, and a
Yeah.
lot of people after going through surgery like that they get addicted because it's very strong.
It'll take the pain away and it'll make
Yeah.
you feel good, and
Yeah.
you'll want more.
But yeah, you were saying you wanted to say something.
It's about the NBA. You know, John Morant.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
I,
don't-
know him.
Yeah, okay, go. Just go, bro.
Anyways, we'll talk about that later.
I know.
Yeah. He has a $200 million contract, right? He's like a star, a superstar.
Yeah.
But he grew up, in the hood. And the other day he had beef with a player on the court. And then apparently after the game, he got into this car, and it was like with childhood friends, people from the hood, and they were pointing a red laser on the opposing team's players, and it could have been a gun. Like they didn't see what it was, but it could have been a gun, and it made headlines because like people were telling him like, why are you walking with this crowd, yeah, that's your past, that's who you grew up with, but now you have a $200 million contract, you have a steady future, like your life is set if you just abandon that part of your life. But he kind of grew up in that, and what do you think about that, like leaving?
If I can go
you
first.
gotta leave that part of your life behind.
Nah, man. I'm sorry. Can
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I don't think so. It's not fair to them, and I get that they're not good influence, really, but like still, like you grew up with these people. They're your family. They're your brothers. You can't just leave it like that, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you gotta know how to separate the two.
Exactly.
If
you gotta separate them.
If you know the dude walks around with a gun, maybe don't invite him to your NBA game.
Exactly. Maybe that. Yeah.
I got two things to say about this. I was reading, I saw like an article or something, or I was just, me, when I get into my thoughts, I just start doing a bunch of research. And like somebody said something along the lines of like, there's some people in your life that it's like, they're kind of like boosters. Like, when a rocket goes to space,
I know what you're
like,
saying.
there's the booster to take it to a certain level, and after like it drops and it just goes on. So it's like there's people in your life that are meant to be there for that certain period of your life to teach you something, and after it's like at some point you have to realize that they can't go with you to that level. As sad as it is, if you try to keep holding on to them, it could bring you down. Now, that's not what I'm saying to him. Like, I understand, like, these are childhood friends of him. These are the people that made him. If he is an NBA player, they definitely contributed to that, But they're, like, it's just, he's in a complicated situation, definitely. And maybe what he could do is, like, try to get them out of that life and, like, make sure that they maybe enter something like more legal or whatever.
Yeah, but it's never as simple as that,
Yeah.
That saying, sorry, I know you're not done, but that saying, like, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
I get that. But
But that's like, sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
like what happened with Offset, like you see one of the biggest rappers in the world, you see how he ended up, like that's so sad. And it's because of like who you surround yourself with, unfortunately.
Yeah.
do you think that's completely true?
I
Like,
mean,
what the saying?
What happened right now? Like he was in the car with the gang members, right? Imagine one of them shot an opposing team.
But
player.
is it on him?
That would have ended his. It's his choice to walk around with them. He's the one who brought them there,
Bro,
kind of.
but imagine
if they shot somebody, if they killed somebody, that would have been on him too. His
but I think it's not fair
his
to say
career
like
would have
they're
been over.
like he's not smart enough to know that they
Yeah.
they don't go around shooting people to shoot people.
Yeah, I know, obviously, but pointing what could have
pointing
been
a laser.
gun,
Yeah.
a laser.
they
Yeah,
They
were
pointed a
laser.
laser. The players saw lasers on them,
Yeah.
but they didn't actually see the
For
physical
fun.
gun. Well, we don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
Wait, but the laser from a gun or just a normal laser?
probably just a laser. But
Probably just a laser, but it could have been a gun. Nobody saw it,
Oh, okay.
Like they were in the parking lot, players were getting in the bus, and they were in a car.
Yeah.
And then they saw lasers on them, It could have been a gun. It probably wasn't, but it could
Yeah.
have been. And it was just probably to scare them,
yeah, but like just imagine one of us gets really rich and is really known, blah blah, and the two others are just like they're not doing great with their lives and they're not known for the best things. Would you just stop talking to these two? I don't think so.
My second point, I think, kind of answers your question. Remember, after we saw Babylon, the movie, I told you guys what a teacher of mine had said, that like how a caterpillar after has to grow into a butterfly, and even though that takes a process, basically what she was saying, it's like at a certain point in your life when you want to reach that peak, you have to let go of an old part of yourself. So sorry, what were you saying?
Like, would you leave the other two if you had made it and not them?
I feel like I would.
Yo, I'm
I
sorry.
would.
Shit.
I would.
But it's like you, bro.
All right, I
bro,
mean,
We're
remember-
this
fair
close
enough, fair
because
enough,
we
fair
have
enough.
the same ambitions, bro.
Yeah,
like
fair
you're
enough.
Bro, if you're slacking off, we will be on your ass.
True,
You know
that's true.
that.
That's true.
So it's like
So
if
that
you're
wouldn't
bringing
happen.
us
this
down,
isn't a good example.
But
with
that wouldn't
us.
happen. That wouldn't
yeah,
happen,
It wouldn't
yeah.
happen
Yeah.
with us. But I feel like there are certain people that we don't hang out with anymore because they wouldn't be a good influence on us.
I'm thinking about.
I think we know. We're all thinking about the same
but
thing.
it's
that's
like,
so cool.
sorry, what I wanted to say, like, what the teacher was saying was like, when you become like that butterfly, it's like you gotta change who you are.
Yeah.
And that might be, sometimes you gotta be a little rude to some people and like not be as nice, or like be more disciplined or whatever, So if you gotta be more disciplined and take some people out of your life because you know what it can cost you, then that's just what has gotta be done to be at that top level. If you wanna be the best NBA player, like at some point, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be hanging out with gang members.
I mean, true.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. I mean, at the end of the day,
Like, it's sacrifice.
yeah,
True.
you gotta
Or
make
just
sacrifices
don't bring
in
them to
life.
NBA games.
Like, that's
go
what
see them from
my
time to
mom,
time.
I always say this to you guys. My mom says, like, you can't have Usoyata, you can't have, like, the skies and the earth, you gotta pick one.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, this is completely off topic. But today, like, we were just going because we wanted to like go take pictures, and this random lady approaches us, and she's like, "Oh, guys!" Like, she couldn't even speak French or English properly, to be honest. But she stops us.
What are you doing here, lady?
Bro, I was looking scared. No, but she was like, "Oh, guys."
I had a camera.
Yeah, I had a camera on. Oh, I see your camera. Can you please help me? We're like, I mean, we want to help. How though? Oh, I just need you to take pictures from my artwork. We're like, what artwork? Like, you're in the middle of like La Défense, which is just where people work, and like you have nothing on you. She's like, oh, just follow me. I have my artwork.
I'll take you. She's like, let's go to my house.
Yeah.
It's really close, and I'll take the artwork and I'll take some pictures. And I was like, sure.
You had your
we
camera.
We
were.
on?
looked at each other
Yeah.
like, okay. And yeah, like we follow her to her house. Bro, it's sketchy. And like it's not
Nah, it
bad.
wasn't that
right?
sketchy.
Yeah, it's not that bad. But like
Bougie ass. Dude.
nah, it wasn't that bad. But it's just like the situation in itself was sketchy.
Yeah, for sure.
And she's like, okay, just wait for me here. I'll bring like 5 pieces. She brings 5 pieces. And we'll pop up. I think we can put the pictures here just to show.
No.
Because it's promoting her, to be honest.
No, but still, like, we need to get her.
Fair enough.
No.
So I guess you're not gonna see it, but it was pretty good. I liked it. Like I brought it up because like her pieces were, they accentuated the parts in black people.
She was Nigerian.
Yeah, she was Nigerian. That black people criticize. So like the nose, the lips, the eyebrows, the hair, and stuff like that. And I thought it was a pretty unique style. I don't know what you thought.
No, definitely when she took out the artwork, I was like, oh, like, it's pretty dope. But it was just what we were saying, like, her... She's never going to see it. She did start following
Well,
us.
who cares? Yeah, go ahead.
But, like, yeah, like, her Instagram... If you want to hit us up, like, we'll help you out. But, like, her Instagram page, like, definitely, if it was us...
Could be better.
Yeah, like, because her work is beautiful, but, like... It's just, that was the difference. Like, when you know how to set it up and, like, show it to people, that definitely also makes a difference.
Oh, we'll put up her Instagram, man.
I mean, he's saying no. All right.
I mean, we'll put it in the description.
No, why? Okay, fine.
Yeah, whatever. But that, bro, like, it's just how you show yourself to this world
Is everything.
is more important than who you actually are. And that is crazy.
Oh, that's for sure.
You think so?
I think so, bro. Because, bro, you could be the meanest
You could
person, the darkest history. If you show yourself as a butterfly, everybody's going to buy that. I mean, depending on how good you are at faking it. But
Oh, that's actually... we had to do a personality test for our school. And I'm more introverted than extroverted. And I was surprised because I tend to be, like, a pretty social person. I wasn't that surprised because I know I tell y'all, like, sometimes I just need to be by myself.
Yeah.
But the teacher, after she put a video up of a psychologist explaining, and he was like, just because you are this, that doesn't mean that you don't change your personality to, like, enhance in different situations. And I was like, oh, like, that's true. I noticed that in certain situations I'll definitely, like, turn up, like, me being an extrovert and socializing with people and all of that. But, like he says, at the end of the day, like, you definitely
where you are.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, definitely, like, who you, like, choose to appear
Show, yeah.
as, it can influence, but I think there's a limit to that. Like,
Really?
you know, I feel like some people just don't have what it takes. Like, no matter how hard you try, I think not everybody can make it.
the thing for me, for example, is I've been to 3 different schools at this point. And, like, so 3 different friend groups and environments. And, like, how it was with you guys is not how it was in Porto, and it's not how I am here. Like, it's completely different.
You think
not
Porto here is different?
It is. Not because I wasn't myself. I'm still being myself, but just different versions of myself. Like, the way
What's the difference?
Where, like, everywhere?
No, like, how would you describe yourself in Porto compared to in Paris?
I mean, so I'm just going to do the 3 of them. Like, in Angola, I think I was more like the funny guy, more open and stupid things. I didn't really care, right? I'm the funny guy, you know what I mean? But
You think you're a funny guy.
Not
But-
that funny.
but and like in Porto, first of all, it was like crap. First time I'm actually changing schools. How do I adapt to this? And it was different, but still, like I was trying to be more closed off. Still talking to people. Still like social.
Like, still being friendly.
Yeah, still being friendly. Still being me.
Yeah.
But less like outgoing. More like, all right, let's have fun.
Closed
but I'm
off.
not gonna be as
Reserved, yeah.
stupid or as you know. Here like even though like I know everybody, I've talked to everybody. I'm like it's not none of the 2 before. Like I am a bit more like in Angola, more like outgoing and stupidish, but less than Angola. But it's the thing is, I don't feel like it's not being me. I am being me, just choosing to which degree I want to show myself.
Yeah.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
You could say that you were, like, certain people would choose to say that you're kind of being fake or, like, not.
And that's
Yeah.
what I
But
wanted
yeah,
to bring
yeah.
to.
Well, it's not really. I mean, depending on the situation, who we surround ourselves with, there are different versions of ourselves, different masks
Yeah.
that we put on. You know.
I don't like that idea of a mask because the mask, it kind of implies that you're trying to hide.
But it's not
You're
hiding.
trying to adapt.
Exactly. You have to be, and
It's not about hiding.
that's a professional skill, bro. You gotta
No, it
learn
is.
how to adapt
But
to
yeah,
every
I
environment.
also notice. Do you notice the difference between you in Angola and you here?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't think, but for me, like, I don't feel like the real me when I'm like at school. Like, depends
I
on the
get that.
people. Like with my close friends, like here, yeah, I'll open myself up. But in general, I feel like most people don't actually know what I'm like. Just because it's not that I'm trying to hide it or anything. it's just I don't feel it like in the moment. That's not the me I'm trying to be. You know, I just
Exactly.
act different.
That's what I was saying. Like you're a bit more closed off, a bit more
I'm a bit more
mysterious,
closed off.
But it's, I mean,
It's not
normal, I
being
think.
fake. I'm not hiding myself. I'm not trying
Exactly.
to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm just different.
Yeah.
I did notice that me compared to Angola, me being here, I think it's like I thought that culture, like we knew that there would be like not a culture shock, but there's definitely like a difference in the culture, right? But I thought that I would be able to adapt to it better. But like in Angola, like there is just like this sense of family. Like we've known each other for so
Yeah.
long, and even new people, they integrate themselves. Like everybody just knows everyone to a level where you feel like your brothers.
You're
and sisters.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And here, I thought that like, oh, in the beginning I'd be a bit more reserved, but after like I'd be more myself. But I've always kind of just stayed there. Like I'm more comfortable around people, but it's like especially at school, I want to be serious, so I can't afford.
I actually want to show this.
We're not coming.
Say hi.
Say hello to the
Be
people.
polite.
Go.
I need my charger.
Is it that one or a computer?
No.
It's here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a computer one. Yeah.
But let me just
Wait a minute.
we're at the super deep. Hey, by the way, my charger.
Yeah.
But yeah, like especially at school, I choose to be more serious. I'm already like I'm a pretty calm. Like I'm not boring, but it's like I'm nothing like. Hey guys,
Yeah, I go.
No.
no, you say that. Say that to my face.
You're boring.
But
Part 2.
But yeah, like I'm already like calm and serious ish.
Yeah.
And after plus at school, when I'm trying to like focus and like get good grades, I'm like even more that. So even though like I'm friendly with everybody, like, and I have friends, it doesn't always.
That wasn't
feel...
very convincing.
No, I have friends.
I do.
I do,
Guys, I
believe
can show you
me.
pictures.
Guys. But like, it's not that I don't feel like it's the same. But maybe it's also like in a different setting, like if in parties or like if we were just to chill one-on-one and like I'd properly get to know these people for like in a long period of time, it would help.
One thing. Go.
Yeah, it definitely helped for me. Because at the beginning, when I got here, I didn't really get the jokes, the humor.
Yeah, that's for
the
sure.
personalities were different. Yo, in Angola, there are fake people, but here people like talk shit, bro.
People are fake,
They
bro.
are fake.
One
and
thing
shit
about
here.
Europe, drama constantly.
Yeah,
Like
for
in Angola,
real.
there was no drama. We were pretty boring. It was fun.
When there was drama, like everybody knew.
Yeah,
like,
it was drama.
here
Yeah.
every day. Like, no, it took me a while to get used to it. And now I feel like I can actually make a joke in French that French
Yeah.
people will get.
Will laugh, yeah.
I can laugh at their jokes. Too. At the beginning, it was really hard for me. It was really hard.
But no, you.
I actually forgot what I wanted to say. No, now I forgot again. Wait, crap.
Okay, I'll
No,
take
no,
it.
I got it. People, like something about me.
Definitely not the smartest in the group. You can take funniest, but not the smartest.
Can't have everything, you know. You can't have the sky and the
Something about true. Something about me is about us. I think it's like we try to be friends with everybody because we're just. I don't like not
having
being-
enemies.
But like,
Yeah,
I feel like that's the difference though. Like I was trying to explain this to somebody. We're friendly, but it's like we're not friends.
Yeah.
You get
The
like
thing with me is like I have
like
to
bro,
have.
a friend is like somebody like when something I need something
Oh, yeah.
more like I'll call you up. Like there's certain people it's like yeah we'll laugh together and all of that. But like when I need something or when I'm down, I'm not gonna be calling you. You know.
You are gonna
And
be
that's
calling
what-
me though.
No, you.
I wanted to talk to you
I
about
know,
this.
I know. No,
No,
but
Yeah,
yeah, I
he
get,
calls you because we have like a group.
exactly.
So
That's what I was
when
saying.
he wants
like-
to talk to me, he has to talk
Oh,
to me.
my okay, my bad.
You're
It's not
just in
about-
there.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're the interviewer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's okay though,
Yeah.
man. You'll find people. We
We just-
we secretly took your shares out already in the company.
Oh,
And you signed it.
Yeah.
We did
that one. The,
Social
oh,
network
yeah.
vibes.
that's- Yeah. We,
Oh, well.
based off that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but like I think we're the type of person that likes to have close friends. not a big group of friends.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's people that just like
don't have the energy for it.
me neither, but I can't. But what I was saying is like when I arrived here, and even Porta did the same. Was like I want to be friends with everybody. Like I want to get to know everybody because, yeah. But I did that.
Oh,
and
you're
I
that
feel like
guy,
that was a
huh?
mistake.
You're a hoe. Huh?
Pretty much. And that's a mistake because at the end of the day, what happened was people created a group of friends, and I'm not in these groups
Yeah, I feel that.
because I was trying to be friends with everybody. But I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Also,
because-
sorry to cut you off, but not a mistake, but it was just like, since we have so many close friends here in Paris that came from Angola or whatever, like, I didn't feel the need to, like,
I didn't say that.
make
Your friends are gonna watch
new
this.
friends.
They're not gonna be
no,
friends
but it's
anymore.
like, we're friends, like, guys. But,
Don't watch this episode.
Yeah.
Maybe don't want like stay away from.
But you get what I'm saying.
I do.
It's like, I feel like if I was forced to make new friends, then I'd be more social and
Yeah,
be
for
more
sure.
willing to, like, spend some time. But since I already have, like, a solid group of friends, and I'm not looking to, like, really expand because I'm not the person that needs that many friends, it just kind of ended like that.
Yeah.
But also, like, another thing, it was kind of, we were talking about, like, in this management class about how to manage, like, different cultures, right? And it came up on, like, what makes you, like, your culture, your family, your beliefs, your political system, like, all of that, you know? And it was like, how
Bro,
to-
shut up. My game has started. I need to go home. I'm sorry, guys.
Damn.
Right,
Yeah, go
started
finish. Finish. Yeah, I did 30 minutes ago. I'm pissed now. Go.
But yeah, so it was like, we basically just had to, like, kind of make, like, a little survey or test on who is around us, like, what cultures do we have around us, what type of people do we have around us. And like, it was like white, black, and a little bit of, like, the other types of friends I have. But after when we had to deep dive and, like, try to figure out why, I said, like, I have a diversity in my group of friends, and I know that. But the closest people to me are the people that are gonna be like me. And that, of course, is, like, Africans and, like, Europeans, because that's how I was brought up. And for me, it was really, like, I feel like we're so close. The reason why I'm so close to you guys is because you are, I feel like, really the only two people that can understand my thoughts. Like, you know, like, we grew up in a way where it's very few people that can understand why we think the way we do. And when you try to explain it to some other people, it's like, even no matter how hard they try to get it, they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Even
yeah.
when we just explain our plans and what we want to do when we grow up, and, like, it's crazy, but we understand.
We
it.
get it.
We get
And
it.
people are just like,
Let
You
them, let
sure
them
that's
hate.
smoking crack?
Let them hate. They'll see one day.
but yeah, guys, bye. My Benfica's playing. I have to go. No, but yeah, if you have,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to say anything else,
He
go
had
ahead.
a topic in mind, no? Or
No,
we
no,
save
no,
it for
no.
another
a
podcast?
whole nother topic. Hey, yo,
we're good.
Bro, you already
Or
lost,
should we
like,
just do it to annoy him?
what the
Honestly-
bate, monenge?
Yo,
Guys, I love you, but Benfica's playing. I have to go. Hey, yo, that is very
on
sus.
camera.
You do realize that.
Go follow our Instagram.
And our
Please.
TikTok. It's popping right now.
We got
And since we don't have a lot of followers, if you do want to text us or if you have any topics,
We try to
send it
answer
our
everybody.
way.
we reply to everybody if you have anything to tell us.
Yeah.
If you want to
Private.
sponsor this podcast, you're also okay.
Yeah.
See you guys. Peace.
Bye.
None of this is going in the end.